Hey guys, it's Skylar, and before I get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that I made a Curious Cat account. Curious Cat is a website where you can ask people questions, and you don't need to make an account, and you can also ask questions anonymously. So if you ever just so happen to want to ask me a question for whatever reason, I'll leave my profile in the comments and the description below. And without further ado, since I can't think about anything cool to talk about, I'll just talk about like a couple cool movies that I've seen this year. So the first movie that I want to talk about took me by surprise. Oh boy, Barbershop: The Next Cut. When this movie came out, I was actually surprised that it got good reviews, but the last couple Barbershop movies were not well received. And going into this, I don't know, I wasn't expecting much, but like I said, I was very surprised. The story is about Ice Cube. It's a couple years into the Barbershop universe, I guess. Couple years after the last movie, basically, and he has a new crew, and it's actually really good. The writing it's okay for the most part. There are a lot of good jokes in there. The comedy's pretty decent, and I can't name all the cast off my head, but they all did a very good job. The acting was solid, and some of the recurring themes include like police brutality, black on black crime, and like the government not providing for inner cities that need more funding and whatnot. Overall, very solid movie. I'd give it like a 7 maybe. But yeah, definitely surprised me, caught me off guard. Pretty good. But the second movie, Star Trek Beyond. Star Trek Beyond is the third Star Trek movie in the Star Trek film franchise, at least. The formula for the Star Trek movies has been working. Obviously, it's been working pretty well at this point, but my only gripe is that the formula is getting kind of stale. A lot of the movies, the Star Trek movies, follow like the same consistent pattern, and there are a lot of cop-outs, usually at the end. But in general, it's a very, very solid movie. I can't really complain about anything else besides those two things. The cop-outs usually at the end, where like Kirk is about to get bodied and then someone saves him and the movie ends. And it was also kind of shallow. Like it's barely, I'd say it's barely a sci-fi movie. Like it's basically an action movie in space, but otherwise, aside from that, still a pretty good movie overall. 8 out of 10. It's pretty cool. Definitely watch it if you haven't. It'll be definitely worth your time. But the last movie probably be Zootopia. Zootopia is so good. That movie is so good. Dude, Zootopia is insane. I wish more American animators made movies like Zootopia, because animation in America is viewed as like, it's like a kid's thing, all these animated movies that are coming out for kids, and it's so lame. But this movie is seriously super layered. It's probably, at least for me, a contender for like best movie of, or maybe not best movie, but one of the best movies of 2016. If you haven't seen it, it's about this society of animals who, they all coexist in this place called Zootopia, and some of the themes include like, I wouldn't say racism, but basically it's implied, racism, government cover-ups, and yeah, overall, very, very good movie. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Probably one of the best animated movies ever, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's about it for me. Those are 3 movies that I greatly enjoyed that came out this year. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.